My name is Vikas Pota. I'm the Chief Executive of the Varkey Foundation. Our foundation is a family foundation looking to change lives through education, as our strapline says. You know, I've just come from New York, where I visited and I attended events at the UN during this General Assembly week. And the thing that really stands out for me is the huge learning crisis that our world faces. You know, we have statistics that make you really worry a lot. You have a situation where almost 500 million children today are in failing schools around the world. The SDGs differ from the MDGs, which were its predecessor, because they've tried to focus on quality and making sure that it's not just about access of education, but the quality of education. The question that we as a foundation ask ourselves is, how do you move the dial? You know, how do you really make that impact? And since our formation, we have been on a journey, like most organizations would be, where we've been trying to learn as to what exactly we need to do to make sure that we contribute effectively towards ensuring that all children in the world get a better standard of education. And where we have decided to focus is around the critical subject of teachers. You know, personnel and workforce are quite an important subject when it comes to public systems. And we've been thinking a lot as to how we address that. So one part of what we do is we actually learn ourselves by implementing projects in places like Uganda, Ghana, Argentina, where we train teachers and school leaders in a variety of things. And through that learning, we inform ourselves much better as to what is required in this world. The second part of it is through our grant-making portfolio. We actually fund organizations that do so also and share our mission. And through their experiences, we extend our reach and we extend our learning, which I think is a really critical component of running a foundation. But the third part of it is what actually stands out for me, which is to do with our research and advocacy arm. Research is important for any organization to base what you do on actual knowledge, and getting a feel for what people think, I think is critical. And so when we commissioned in 2013 the first ever Global Teacher Status Index, it taught us many things. It told us that people don't really hold teachers in high regard and esteem. If you take a country like India, which has coined the term guru, teachers are not valued today. Only place that we found, and contrary to what people say about Finland and Singapore, is in China. In China, people actually view teachers in the same regard as doctors. And that made us think a lot. We said, okay, how do we improve the status of teachers? My boss, Sunny Varkey's parents were teachers. He connects with the subject a lot. And when he heard about this, he felt that we need to do a lot more in making sure that we promote the status of teachers in society. And that is why he created, or he invented and he launched the Global Teacher Prize, an initiative to quite simply raise the consciousness of people about the great work that teachers do in classrooms all over the world, be they in conflict zones or in mature democracies like the US or the UK. But these stories need to infiltrate those discussions that we have every evening on the dinner table when we talk to our kids about schooling, or when we talk to others about education, because it is those exemplars that actually will lead to people thinking, wow, isn't so-and-so such a great teacher? Oh, have you heard of that maths teacher who did this most incredible thing? Or in our case, through our Global Teacher Prize, have you heard of Nancy Atwell, this great American teacher whose method, if adopted, middle years children read 40 books a year instead of 10. Or Hanan Al-Roub, this Palestinian teacher who has devised a method to get traumatized children back into schools and engaging in education. Or Maggie McDonnell, this year's winner, who works in the Canadian Arctic with the Inuit community to make sure that actually children and the mental health is tackled more effectively so that they remain engaged in schools. Now, these exemplars is what I believe will result in folks like you and I thinking that teachers matter greatly. Please do join us in our mission, and I hope this video helps you understand what we do.